Welcome to Jacob's Corner. This is Jacob Samuel, and for today I wish to walk you through with the SWOT analysis in a very simplified manner. What exactly is a SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis is a tool that is used by the management in order to document its strengths and weaknesses, which are both considered to be internal, as well as to document the opportunities and threats which are considered as external. And this information is used by the management to plan and to help achieve the company's goals. SWOT is basically an acronym, and it stands for strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Strength and opportunities are things you consider favorable, whereas weaknesses and threats are things that a company considers as unfavorable. So now coming to strength. Location of a business is a major strength for a company. So when a company is going to establish its new office, it will always consider the location of a business. To cite an example, if you wish to start a cafeteria, it is always wise to have the location chosen at a major junction where the pedestrian flow is very high. And if the pedestrian flow is high, the company can receive, or the cafeteria will receive, lots of walk-in customers. The next strength is financial resources. Every company, be it a big company or a small company, will need money to carry out its day-to-day operations. If a company fails to achieve the financial resources or a cash flow, then the company is bound to crumble, because your creditors will stop supplying you with the stuff. You will be driven out if it is a rented premise. You will be unable to pay out your staff salaries, and as a result, you will lose your business. So a major strength is to have enough financial resources, and these resources can come from the partners, from the shareholders, if it is a joint stock company, or it can be coming from financial institutions like the banks. Another strength to be cited is the company should have professional staff. If the company does not have professional staff, then it will be difficult for the management to achieve its company's goals and objectives. Only professional staff can contribute towards teamwork, which in turn will lead to the success of the organization. Another strength is the business is long established. Ford cars supposed to be the first car manufacturers, and it is long established since 1903. It will be difficult for a new car producer to compete with a Ford car, because these companies are long established. Another strength, good brand name. So if you are dealing with a product having a good brand name, you will not have problems to attract customers because customers, they already know the brand, and some of the noted brands in the soft drinks are Coca-Cola, in sports goods we have Adidas, in chocolates we have Mars, and in fast food we have McDonald's. Now coming to weakness, untrained staff is a weakness. If you look in this picture below, you will see that the archer is shooting his arrows, but none of them are hitting onto the bullseye or onto the targets. Everything drops around the target. So if you have untrained staff, the company will not be able to meet its target, and that becomes a weakness. Bad location is another weakness. If you are going to start up a new business, always ensure that the location is good, and if it is going to be bad, it's going to be a weakness for your company, though the products that you sell can be branded. Lack of finance is another business. You must have faced a similar situation and the frustration when you go to a ATM machine and the dispenser says there is no cash. You walk to the next ATM and you get the same response and your frustration grows. So lack of finance is a major weakness that many companies are facing. Now coming to O, opportunities. Opportunities can come in many guises. Now the awarding to host the 2022 World Cup football tournament at Qatar has increased the number of workers and the number of companies that have entered Qatar in order to build the necessary infrastructure to host this tournament. So it is an opportunity for many companies, not only for companies. As a result of this awarding this contract to Qatar, many manpower companies like Nepal, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and many of the Asian countries are also making money out of this because they are sending their workers there in search of employment. This is what you will see, the stadium, a blueprint of the stadium that is being built to host the World Cup 2022. And as I've said, it's an opportunity for many people in and around that area to make money and capitalize on this opportunity. Another opportunity is the use of technology. Today we see that many of the products are sold online, and because the products are sold online, the customer base also increases. To give you an example, if you have a shop located in XYZ city, basically your customers are from that city. But if you offer online shopping and delivery, you will also have shoppers from the neighboring cities who will purchase from you and be part of your customer base. Dense population is another opportunity because population always creates opportunities for the market. The more the population, the more the number of people living there, and it will be an opportunity for many of the businesses. Low competition is also an opportunity. If there are only two schools in a town, one will see that the competition is low, and in both these schools, in all the classes, there will be enough students. On the contrary, if a neighboring town of the same dimension has got 10 schools, then the result will be, in many of the classes you will see that the strength can be between 15 and 20, and they are unable to reach the maximum permitted capacity in each class because of the high competition. So low competition is always an opportunity for businesses, be it any type of business. Another opportunity, working couples, no time to cook. As a result of this trend, the opportunities for these fast food joints are increasing worldwide. Couples are depending on these fast food joints for their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I've said opportunities can come in different forms. To give you one interesting example, Mr. Smith deals with coffins. Death is, of course, not welcome in any family or society. But if Mr. Smith is dealing with coffins, a car accident that kills 2 people in his town, or a ferry that sinks which takes 23 lives, will be an opportunity for Mr. Smith because he is dealing with coffins. Threats. Economic downturn. We know that the COVID-19 pandemic, right from the early 2020, and it continues even today up to 2021 November. Many of the businesses, they complain they don't have customers, and many of the real estate developers, they complain that the rents are not received in time. It's because of the economic downturn. Purchasing power of people has gone down a lot, and this is going to be a threat for your business. We have seen that with the advent of COVID, many of the airlines have cut short their operations, and only a few bubble flights operate between countries, and as a result, they have laid off many of their staff and even sold many of their aircrafts. Another threat is the government regulations and deregulations. This can also pose a big threat to your business. To give you an example, you are a tour operator and you are developing tours, let's take to Maldives. And unfortunately, the government of Maldives restricts the number of tourists coming from your country, and hence this regulation is going to be a threat for your organization. Deregulation, to cite another example, in 1972, in the United States, there was a deregulation of the airline industry. And as a result of this deregulation, many airlines sprouted, many came into the market, competition became cutthroat, and as a result, many companies were driven to bankruptcy as a result of this deregulation. So deregulation and regulation can be a threat to your business. Another threat is high interest rates. When the interest rates are high, companies will find it difficult to take a loan in order to expand its operation or to meet its cash flow operations. High interest rates are a increased foreign exchange rate is also a threat, especially for businesses that import raw materials in order to finish their products. When the foreign exchange rates goes high, the importer will end up paying a very, very huge difference for the imports, and hence running into millions of dollars as losses. Parking restrictions is also a threat. If the traffic directorate is banning parking on a particular street during the day, shoppers will find it very difficult to come to your shops. It can be any shop, it can be a boutique, it can be a restaurant, it can be a pharmaceutical company, it can be a fitness center, it can be a school, it can be anything. Parking always plays a major role and poses a threat to any type of. Another threat is force majeure. It's taken from the French language, which basically means act of God. Anything outside the control of human is called an act of God, and this can be from earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, floods. All these are considered as a threat to your business. And the last threat that we will deal with is new competitors. New competitors entering the market can be a threat to an existing business. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you are happy with this, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and the link is provided above. Till we meet again with the next episode, take care and stay safe.